Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our tabletop RPG series, Warhammer Fantasy, Mordheim, City of the Damned. And I don't think any of our players realised it, but this is our 20th episode. It is a good day. We have been playing this for many, many weeks. I enjoy much.
Don't mention how long we've been playing it. It makes me realise how long we've been playing it.
I like
This is the 20th?
Yep, 20th
If
episode.
I don't realise we've been playing it, I never get bored.
No, 20th episode.
And boy, do I have some things set up for this episode. So, last time, our group of explorers had done some shopping, prepared for the news that they were given from Damatus, the leader of the Bloody Rain warband. His scouts had found the location of the bandit base. The bandits having turned into a more undead version, let's say. And the Bloody Rain needed a day to recover, in which time our group went out and did their shopping and got as prepared as they could be. Now, we are missing 2 players today. One of them has been given a secret mission to do, and the other one I will be playing until he turns up. So, was there anything else that last minute you thought, oh shit, we need this?
Well, we are supposed to enlist the help of the dwarves.
You have that. Dimzid will be waiting and ready. The Raven Guard, dwarves can't ride horses. It's a law fact. Halflings aren't meant to be able to ride horses.
They get ponies.
Yeah. But dwarves don't like horses. So there is a... so Hagrid, basically, he needs to travel around every now and then, and he's designed a one-person speed cart. A lot like you'll see the Irish jockeys racing. Basically it's just an axle with 2 wheels on, and it's pulled by 1 or 2 horses. For some reason the dwarves quite like this. I don't know why, but Dimzid will be following you, and you will all be given war horses by the Raven Guard, so you'll be able to move much, much faster than you would have done originally with your old cart. Even though you did upgrade your old cart, you finally have a spiffy new cart.
Yeah.
It's only got 1 stain.
For now.
It's alright, it did happen, the stain happened whilst making the product, so it is new.
Yeah, I'm just saying for now. But, I mean, we have a guy who drinks out of a bucket. Hello.
Oh, hello, Jay. The stain brings character to the cart. It's fine.
Well, would you look at that? We start and he doth appear. Welcome. So thankfully, I will not have to RP anyone's character or lead them into their deaths.
Indeed.
So, if there is nothing that you can think of that you need to quickly buy, procure for yourselves, or any other ideas, then we'll pass the day along. Lysiara now has control over her familiar, which I'm sure will be quite to the aid in the upcoming battle. You get whilst not a restful night's sleep in some cases, the Bloody Rain have essentially slept all night, most of the day. They've risen from their comatose state late afternoon and have begun heavily drinking and eating. You can see the kitchen staff of the Wolf's Head Inn are frantically running round trying to cater to their needs. You would also notice, forgive me for not putting them down, I'll see if I can find them, there are a couple of Raven Guard knights in the actual pub, in the tavern, and if anyone bothers to ask them, they're the ones who have been assigned to come with you. They are your additional support.
Okay, it's a gun-related thing, but I nearly had a panic attack. The Discord was going down again.
Oh, please not. I sacrificed a virgin fish today, just to make the Omnisire pleased.
Because mid-sentence, it was just the whole... You know, like when you blue screen, you hear that noise? From the one sound that gets stuck going on that one tone repeatedly. I heard everything, but like halfway through the sentence, I had that for a moment.
I know the sound Max make where you hit him in blue screen rounds.
I remember that sound. That sound was fun.
Yeah, let's keep going then. So I guess we ride.
Yes, you can enjoy the feast that is being prepared for you. Let me just double check the days because I didn't update.
Think
So it was the
32nd of Caldazite. I don't remember if this is the day we were leaving or if this was the day before we left. If this is the day before we left, so today would be the 1st of...
Yes, it is, of Urslixicht.
Urixite.
Is it Urixite? Okay, I was never going to be able to read that, so I was just like, hell.
In all fairness, it's fantasy. You can name it whatever the hell you want. You're probably right about somewhere in the world. Winter 5. Or do what most of the world does. Go by seasons. They're so much more reliable. You only have 4 of them every year.
Today's Felstag.
3 of them if you consider spring and summer to be part of the same part.
Mm-hmm.
So, you hit the road on the 1st. It's early in the morning. The horses that you have been given are monstrous beasts. Unfortunately, Billy Bob has to be carried in one of the other men's laps. He would probably go with Bill because Bill smokes. They can enjoy a piped. Yeah, let's go with Bill. You set off before the sun rises. Your warband, the bloody rain, and the few troops that Brander has been able to spare for your expedition. You spend 3 days hard ride. You will all take 1 fatigue because the bloody rain does not stop to make camp. They do not stop to eat rations. You are forced to eat on the go, and anyone who slows down gets a whipping from Remy.
Oi, that's not very nice. You get.
If they're gonna be horrible to us, we'll stab a bitch.
Yeah.
You can try. There's more full plate on their side.
I have magic weapon.
Also, I am very much agreeing with them for like, yes, we should go fast. And if my group starts fighting, I'll tell them to suck it.
You say that, you'll be threatened with death in your sleep with the explanation of, if we're too tired to fight, we will die.
Where the heck is fatigue on this sheet?
I don't think it exists.
You don't need to. You don't actually need to add it.
Because they're going to work the horses to death.
Hearing at the uproar from behind, you just hear Damatus shout out, "You whining bitches! We'll sleep before we fight now! Move your asses!" As he is ploughing. His horse looks like it is about to die, yet he rides it on harder. He is breaking away from the pact.
Luciara will not slow down, but she will make sure the horse is still fine. She's gonna push the
It's not
horse,
gonna
but
be.
she's not gonna push the horse to the point that it's gonna kill over and die. But she knows that this requires expediency. We need to be fast because it's already been a few days since we have heard the news.
Is one of the new horses doing the carts, or is my horse still doing that?
Your cart has been left behind.
Okay.
It would not have kept up with the. You've all been given war horses by the Raven Guard. They are so fast that your horse and cart would have been left behind. So it's happily stabled, stabled back at home. About midnight on the 3rd, so we are on the 4th. You all stop as you see Remy holding a light, holding a lantern up, and you can see just from the light that is cast that Damatus has demounted his horse, and it appears as if he is. At the moment you've been on the main road, and you would have noticed that this is, well, Azurith, you would have noticed, I believe, that this is where you saw the tracks leading off when you were escorting the tithe from Siegfriedhof to Vertbad. Damatus brings his horse up, which is struggling to walk at this point, even though it appears as if all of his gear is off of his horse. It appears as if he arrived 5-10 minutes before you. His horse is visibly sweating, glistening in the light from the lamp. He chucks his gear on the ground, just in the woods, off the path, and he lays down. If any of you were trying to have any sympathy for your horses, then you arrive 10 minutes after the bloody rain arrives.
We aren't killing a horse by making them gallop the entire bloody way.
Some of them
I wouldn't have done that, because as a messenger, I know that if you gallop them the whole way, that in the end actually makes them slower. So I would have kept the pace like gallop, rest, but keep going forward nonetheless. That's what I would have done.
But we're not riding our horses to death. We want them to actually survive the journey.
You would see that Handsome John has been left with Remy. You could see them in the distance. The light stands out from a bloody long distance at night. So you can see them taking their gear off their horses. Some of their horses collapsing on the ground, and they appear to go into the woods. As you arrive, Handsome John tells you to go lay down in the bushes. That someone will be woken up to do shifts, and the scouts will be moving out at dawn. So approximately 6 hours from now. But you guys, the non-scouting characters, can essentially sleep a little bit longer. So that would remove your fatigue. You're getting a full night's rest before the battle. But you are, at this point, you bring your horses up, put your gear down, and fall asleep. So you would arrive for the 4th.
If anybody does anything stupid like come up to me while we're trying to rest, I will throw my knife at them. Because they're clearly trying to sabotage it. And it won't be the nice knife either. It'll be the fancy one.
Azura won't notice because he'll be snoring.
I'll just do my usual rituals before sleeping, like praying to Isha.
Also swearing bloody murder against the idiots who want to, who even with extra rest, clearly want us to die. Because we're not built like monsters from Mordheim. But yeah, I guess we rest.
And you do indeed. You sleep for 7 hours before the sun has risen enough to where sleeping outside, you can see red. It's quite bright, and you can hear the murmurings of talk from around your group, your circle. The Raven Guard Knights, you can hear some complaining from them, talking about a madman being led by a madman.
He clearly cares not whether anyone dies unless he gets the glory. Matters not that we get there fast if none of us are in a state to fight when we get there. An extra rest and eating our food early does not make up for the riding. We're lucky that none of us got injured along the way.
Sure, you can do that.
Anyone responding?
I am just. I'm partially glaring at you like,
I mean,
If even the
Memphis-
partial glare, then explain why his horse is nearly dead.
Memphis is a madman. That much is clear. But what can you do? He is right. That urgency is of high matter, but
There is
not
urgency,
that high.
and then there is murdering your only method of transport.
I know, but you getting angry over this won't solve anything.
Lysiara, you see one of the Bloody Rain just pointing at a stick that's floating through the air, just like wiping his eyes frantically, like. But then he's just like, fuck it, I've seen crazier shit.
If I see him going straight wide-eyed, I'm mostly not showing that Boxman is there. I tell Boxman to stay invisible to everybody unless I am the only one that can see him. If I see him looking away weirdly, I'm just gonna look at him and wiggle my fingers a little bit, like to say, "I'm a mage." Ooh.
He doesn't like go
You're not wearing
wide-eyed.
armor.
He doesn't go wide-eyed. It's more of like a look of amazement and just like, what the fuck is? No, I'm seeing things. I'm still asleep. But no, I'm not. This is. But then he is a soldier from Mordheim, so he's seen much weirder shit.
Yeah. I give food to something invisible. The food magically disappears. It's a good heavy on dog.
So I will. Have you opened up your character sheet recently?
I have opened it today, but I haven't checked it.
Have you seen the journal? There should be an extra sheet there. No? Oh, hang on. Let me.
Yes. I have no control over this.
You can't edit it. You can't.
You
change
can't edit it. You
things,
can't see the actual
but
internal
you-
sheet.
I do see Grim, but I cannot do anything to it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't open. You can't open it, and you can't look at the sheet.
Yeah, you need edit permission to access the character sheet, which is
Oh,
really
that's dumb.
annoying.
That's
Makes
really
some
dumb.
sense.
I just didn't want anything getting edited. That's all. Okay, well, never mind. Because I'm like, if I need to use another Grim at one point, it's my Grim sheet. But
I was going to say,
never
make a
mind.
if you can duplicate them.
You can't.
It's not a button for duplicating. That's even more dumb.
No, you can't copy character. apparently you can, if you become a full-time member, you can archive character sheets and then bring them into your other games, but I'm not paying like $15 a month for that privilege. Where did I put
Yeah,
it?
me
There he
either.
is.
It's one of those ones where it's like, if your entire party really wants the features, you can all work together to spend it.
There you go. You should be able to access everything now. He is ethereal. He still counts as an undead being, but he is bound to you. Whilst he's invisible, he can't actually interact with things in the normal realm. He has to become visible to actually interact with things. I'll allow the stick, but just to keep, because that's quite funny. Just to keep that in mind, if you were to want to use him to try and grab a key and bring you a key, you can't, unless he makes himself visible. And he could look like a normal dog.
Yep. No, it's fine. This is just for funny RP in the background.
Yeah, I just thought I would mention it, just in case you're like, well, I want my spirit to go and grab the pin of that grenade, and.
No, but still, while he's in the spirit realm, he can still see the regular realm, right?
So the way that I'm gonna do it is because it says he can't interact with things. He can't. If you show him a picture of someone, he will not be able to find that person. If he sees like you say, Grim, look at that person there. He'll be able to see their magical aura, their magical essence, and track them through the spiritual plane.
Gotcha. I think I know how to handle him then.
And he can. So if you say, Grim, I need you to go and get us this key, he can do it, but he has to become corporeal. He then has to pick up the key, move the key, and there are ways of him doing it. He just also needs to do intelligence tests to be able to tell that's the key I need. Because he was a dog after all.
No worries. Mostly I can still use him to scout. It's just gonna be a different type of scouting. Boxbone, how many people are in that place right there? Human-sized.
You can send him off, and he will essentially scout for you. What orders would you like to give him?
For not just scouting and staying out of danger, and if he
Okay.
notices
So
any
just as a
strange auras
reminder, just as a reminder for last time, you were told that they have an old raiding camp. They have an old wooden wall that goes all the way around the perimeter with 2 stone watchtowers. There appears to be at least 1 or 3 or 4 buildings within that fortification, but only one of them appears to be producing smoke and has light and so on. So given that, what would you like to ask him to do?
Gotcha. I would ask him to go check out the position and inform me how many auras he can see, and if there are any auras that are.
Just a
Interesting,
reminder,
let's
we
put it like that.
dispatched scouts a couple hours ago.
Yeah, but the dog can see stuff that the scout can't. So
The dog's a dog.
It's a Grim. It's a spiritual
Grim.
beast. Okay, so I understand he will pass off because he was a hunting dog. He was a can't remember what I called him now. But anyway, he will ask, like, do I steer clear of any dangers? Do I not engage and just
stay clear, do not engage.
Okay. So your wolf, you don't really see it bounding past your vision and disappearing off. He just kind of fades as he walks towards the direction and just disappears. After he's gone, you hear murmurings and a few aches and groans from the bloody warband. Very loud snoring has started up from, I didn't open the names. The fat one, we'll call him that for now. He appears to be snoring something terribly. Oh, and I didn't say it, you dumbass.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really quickly updating my notes because I didn't press the save button. I pressed exit because I am a plonker. So, and we'll do the 4th, 4. Okay, that'll do. Fuck it. Right. You hear the loud snoring. The scouts return, and Remy calls everyone who's awake and everyone who isn't awake. She soon wakes up. You see her kick a very large lump in the forest, which turns out to be Damatus. He groans and grumbles, and finally, after another couple of boots to the side, which looked quite painful, she's wearing metal greaves, he finally gets up and leans against a tree. Did he have a pipe last time? I think everyone smokes pipes. He lights his pipe. Tell him what you saw. Tell him what you saw, guys. Yeah, okay. Most of them are gone. There's footprints, hundreds. They lead out of the base and go off into the forest. We were keeping an eye out as we were riding, but we thing is, there's still people there, and not as many. Clearly, they've still got at least one watcher on the walls, and we could hear some barrels being moved around, and we heard metal and things. Boss, the cannon's still there, and I saw it this time. It weren't no shape in the dark. They haven't moved it yet.
Did you hear chiming again?
Not like last time. A little bit, but it didn't. Yeah, nothing like last time. Just the occasional, like, yeah, that sound.
Okay. That's both good and bad. That could mean the necromancer left with most of the skeletons, or maybe that they are just in hiding somewhere. We should still be very careful.
You always assume the worst case is there.
You see some gold coins getting passed from Remy to Damatus. You can roll perception if you want to see how many gold coins, but I'll give you that it appears to be a wager of some kind.
Well, why not? I'm gonna do it. Even though this is prying, and Lysair doesn't really do prying much, but
We figured out it's coins, but I'm still rolling to see what type of coins, because it determines is somebody being paid or are they making friendly wagers.
No, you can clearly tell it's a wager being paid. You can clearly see gold is being passed off, but you were just looking to see how many coins. How big was this wager? You couldn't see. The hands were just too. The motion was too quick.
and can accept it.
And you do see Damatus laugh, and Remy looks a little bit pissed off. Well, I say, considering my luck appears to be with me, I say we storm the place. That hard work paid off, so I think we should storm the place and make sure they don't bring that pretty cannon to bear. What was the state of it? What do you see? Come on, boys, a bit more. It's not in ready position or anything, boss. It's just in it's pointed away, ready to be. Looks like it's ready to be moved. We didn't see no horses or anything though, which was a bit odd.
Is the cannon facing a single wall, or is it in the center of the camp?
It's up against a building. Technically, it looks as if you could put a horse, strap 2 horses to it, and they could take it away. If that makes sense. Also, yeah, it was. He kind of talks to the other scout, who's like, yeah, no, that's what I saw. The barrel looks like it's pointing downwards. Stop water from going in, maybe, but it can't be loaded like that. Surely not. The dwarf who's with you, who's been rather quiet all this time. Yeah, that would do it. If from the sounds of it, it sounds like they're trying to get ready to transport it, which means they can have it loaded.
That's good to know. That means if you attack it now and it's not loaded, and there is nothing magical holding a shot inside of it, it should be safer, but we should still try to attack it not facing towards it, if you know what I mean. If it's pointing towards a south wall, we should attack from
So once you come over to the map, you'll see what the scout was trying to describe to you. Essentially, there's a building, and the barrel of the cannon is pointing towards the building, with the cannon facing down, and it looks as if 2 horses could just be attached to the cannon, and it could be ridden off. So the cannon, if you've ever seen an old world cannon get transported, it's backwards. They have the cannon pointing, behind the horses.
Gotcha. And I understood it. I didn't get it, the right description. I get it now.
No, that's fair enough. That's probably my bad description, because I'm looking at the picture, so I'm just like, they could see what oh no, they can't.
Well, then scratch that last bit that Luciana said. She just said we should probably attack it while it's still all not being used. And it's not prepared for combat.
Isiara, it's been about 15 minutes since you sent Barkspawn off, and he returns. He doesn't make himself visible to anyone else. He just almost sits down in front of you. As he reappears, you see the back of him, and essentially I'm saying that he'll transmit thoughts to you telepathically, and a lot of it will consist of images. So if he doesn't know what the name of it is, I will tell you the name, but he's showing you an image, if that makes sense.
Yep. Mind link.
So he shows you the images of him essentially going round the perimeter once, and you can see holes in the walls. You can see that it's overgrown, it's rotten. There's ivy hanging off of these old wooden posts, and then you come to the guard posts, and this is where he's backed away a lot more, and you can see 2 stone towers, square towers that go up. They provide protection for any archer from the waist down, but I'm calling it's just their legs. You could see one life sign, one person there, in only one of the towers. And as Barkspawn looked into the facility, past the 2 towers, you see something which he just doesn't have a word for it. He doesn't know what the hell it is. But from his vision, you're like, oh, that's the cannon. Oh, that's how it's positioned. And you can see into the courtyard. There are a few lives. There are a few humans, a few still living beings there. But the things that you notice more are the undead. Barkspawn doesn't give you a very good... It's almost as if he's short-sighted. He doesn't really... The details are lost, or is it the spiritual energy, or Is it because he's looking through in the spiritual realm? You see really skinny, dragged looking things. They carry weapons, but you quickly put together that these must be the skeletons. And you look around, or you see through Darkspawn's eyes, and you can see that there are big human shapes with just holes in them and parts missing, and okay, they must be zombies. It's quite, looking through the spiritual realm like this is quite disorientating, but you've seen these things before, and you're very quickly able to put the shapes together with their real world counterparts. And as Darkspawn moves away from the fortification, still trying to peer in, trying to see more of the facility, you see a being just emanating darkness. He's actually shrouded. You can't tell if he's human, if he's just this dark energy flows out from him, almost essentially hiding his physique. And you get this immense fear come through from Darkspawn as Darkspawn, not Dark. You feel this thing look straight at Darkspawn, and this is where he disengages. He doesn't even attempt to go into the facility, and it appears as if this is the reason why he went round the outside. There's something there of immense power, but it also seems unrefined. It seems as if this thing is emanating power, but it's not refined it. It's not honed it.
Well, Sarah was speaking arcane magic to Boxman. Thank you, good boy. And then she's gonna start telling people that there are a lot of dudes there, undead dudes, zombies, skeletons, and something it's big and scary, and very, very dark. We'll also tell about the structures, the palisades that protected half of the body of Archers. I'll try to describe to the people everything that Boxman saw.
Yep, sure. As you do this, the scouts are just looking at themselves and looking at you, and in utter bewilderment of how you're able to describe things that you weren't there. And they just seem a bit like, what the fuck? We didn't see her. Did she sneak off?
I just tap him on the shoulder, and I just wiggle my finger and I point at her.
Damatus laughs when he figures out what's going on. You also notice that Billy Bob is talking with Dimzid, the engineer.
Okay. Now we're not Pride. But yeah, cool.
So it's been about an hour since sunup. You guys have eaten whilst you've been talking about the facility. Are there any plans that you guys would like to try and enact, or are you going to go behind Damatus's plan? And at the moment he is doing stretches and putting his armour on. The Raven Guard are all putting their armour on. And his plan, of course, is to charge through the front gate, screaming and shouting.
Be slightly sneaky before they do that.
Yeah, technically. Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
Just say what you're going to say. I've got to eat. I've got food here.
Technically, I think we should allow Diomedes to rush for the main gate, but we should split up and attack from 2 other fronts too. If there's only one way in, we could be trapped inside. But if, for instance, I can blow a hole in one of the walls, so we can
The
have
wall has
another
enough
wall.
holes.
I don't know how good the wall is. So
It's holy, very
from
holy.
From the images that Darkspawn gave you, from the reports that the scouts have told you, it's a rundown. They haven't built this. This wall has, these wooden posts have been there for maybe 30 years. A lot of them are rotten. A lot of them are, you know, it would be quite easy for you to blow a hole in the wall. From what you've been told, what Darkspawn shown you, yeah, you could do. You reckon you could do that?
yeah, so I think we should try to attack it from at least 2 sides. And take advantage of, since Diomedes wants to rush in, and we know he is tough, but we can use him as a distraction while our team can technically look for the Necromancer. The Raven God could probably just go bomb the cannon.
You're inviting disaster, splitting us up. If we're jumped, then the ones with the fewer are more likely to go down.
Well, we could be the only team split up, but I think everybody in the same position is also not always the best idea. Because we can get bogged down inside the place fighting the undead. Plus, we have no clue how many undead are inside there. Or how many the Necromancer can keep getting back up while we're fighting.
If we're splitting, we're not splitting up into 3 groups. It's already inviting too much disaster to be 2. I see your point, but 3 splits is too thin. We're thin enough as it is.
Well, if you say so.
We know so.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the party.
Gesturing how the entire camp is very small number of people for storming a fort.
I'm just gonna look at the rest of the party and see what everybody else thinks.
It's entirely up to you. Bill and Ted are going to be with you, so if you do choose to go from another angle, you do have an extra 2 people. Dimzid, yeah, Dimzid will probably follow your group, so that's 3 extra people to have on your side if you were to go do attacks from different places.
Just one thing. Dimzad is the one that fancies Warhammer, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Although he hasn't made any gestures or any big since you've seen him again. He seems to he did a bit of flirting before, and he's quite happy that will. Although he lives a lot longer than you, so. Yeah.
How big is the Raven Guard contingent that is with us?
2 men.
Yeah, we're not big.
2 men.
I thought it was an
in full plate. These are proper knights who are in full plate from head to toe. They have beautiful weapons, like from the hilts that you can see. They are absolutely beautifully sculpted handles, and you can see that the guards have like in the shape of ravens. They look fancy as fuck.
I thought the Raven Guard was a warband size, so I was thinking 4 or 5 people. But okay. Yeah.
It was all the men he could spare. He did say a warband, but he also said all the men he could spare. And sadly, this is all.
Yep. No. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah, split it up in 2 groups. Attack from both sides. At least that's what Lucia was saying.
Okay, so who in your group would like to go along with the attack from two sides? Because it is obviously the PC's choice.
Yeah. Lucia did say what else, but what does everybody else think?
As long as I get to kill some of these wretched things, I'm fine with it. I don't care what side I come in from.
So, Miss Wilhelma, you are the deciding vote. We have one for left, one for right, and one in the middle.
Let's go left. The amethyst can distract them going middle.
So you're going with Miss Lysiara's plan. Very well. I shall move a couple of characters around. Yeah. So you see Damatus and his men. They're talking over their battle plan, which you can hear them constantly talking, and it's Damatus saying, "I'm going to charge in," and the rest of them saying, "Well, boss, can't you just let us sneak forwards a little bit? You know, just give us a moment or two." And it's just him going, "You can sneak behind me if you want." Okay, so this may make it a little bit more zoomed out for the stream, but I don't want to try and stop you guys from having ideas. So I will bring you over to the battle map. If you can place all of your icons in, we'll go with the pink, well, pinky purple. Righto, so I have that box set up. I have your NPCs in there. So I think it is about time. Oh, this is going to be quite zoomed out. Let me try and zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so let's bring the player characters over to the map of their deaths.
Wasn't that optimistic?
I'm optimistic when I'm a player character.
Yeah, I mean, you guys did manage to knock me out fairly easily last time, so.
So which side are we on? Oh, I see us.
You're in the purple square, so you are on the left-hand side.
If my mouse has dropped 3 of me inside the darkness, I apologize in advance.
Okay, if we can get Miss Lysiara and Miss Wilhelma in the purple box on the left. I have them on the... No, Miss Wilhelma, I'm moving you because you have gone to the wrong box.
Alright.
So, other side of the screen, you'll find your purple box and your token. Well, it's a purpley pinky box. It's a Slaneshi colour for sure. It's definitely a Slaneshi colour. Right. So, Miss Lysiara. Oh, she's gone. Right. I'm going to say then that she would definitely have her familiar out for this battle. So I will put him down. Oh, I get to roll. I didn't roll. There is Darkspawn. Barkspawn, not Darkspawn. God damn it.
Give me 30 seconds to go get some water.
Righto. Too many things to click. You guys will have to bear with me. Actually, you guys have split up. I might not even play the other characters, considering you can't see them. I might do. I might do. You might need the help. So, you guys move through the woods. You split up from Damatus's group. Miss Lyciara, on the scroll to the left of the map, you'll see a purple. Brilliant. I've already put Bark Spawn down for you.
Cool.
We'll get you all to roll initiative in a second. So, you sneak through the bushes. You leave Damatus and his group to go along the... It's a muddy path, but it's a path. You go through the brush, and you can see the walls of the compound in the distance, and you set off to the left-hand side. You swing around, and Miss Lyciara, would you like to blow the hole in the fence with a magic explosive?
Has the fighting already started?
No. Essentially, you're going to hear a charge. Well, so I'll give you the benefit that you could have spoken to Damatus beforehand. You can either blow up the wall and they'll move on your explosion, or you can blow up the wall and move on the sound of him shouting like a maniac.
I think as soon as he shouts charge, I'm gonna blow up the wall, so that we're actually doing, creating a confusion of two sides getting
so
at the same time.
The way this is going to work is because of the way the brush is moving, because their scouting was good and they know the position. And the guard at the moment, he's been on watch a long time, they can already see he's not really being a lookout. You'll get a surprise round, but that surprise round will be, for example, you moving to the compound. So he'll shout charge, you can then fire your fireball, you get a surprise round where you run from the brush into the compound, and then the normal initiative time carries on.
Gotcha. So let's just make sure I cast. Nothing bad happens.
So you sit in the brush, waiting. You can't see any towers from your position, and it almost looks as if, how are they keeping watch? And then you hear this bloody roar coming from the other side of the compound. And you hear a startled guard whimpering out a pathetic alarm as Damatus charges forwards with his group. You let fly with your magical fireball. I had thought you had fireball of explosion.
No.
Oh, the big. I could just
So
get out everything. I can just cast something else.
do you have a spell? Because I'll give it to you that you would know that throwing balls of fire that don't have
The big
an
boom.
explosion.
The only thing I have like that is Conflagration of Doom, but I don't think I can get it.
Also, it's just lit. That one's just you drop a fiery inferno on the air. Problem is, none of the spells I'm looking at them, and it's all like magic missiles.
Well,
balls
so
of
an
fire, blast,
AoE,
flaming death.
I would say has some sort of ripping apart or explosion, or it has some force mixed into it. I will give it to you that. So I was gonna save this for later on. I was technically gonna save this as a surprise, but after you saying, right, I'm gonna fire these fireballs. The dwarf who's with you, Dimzed, looks at you in just this. That's not gonna. He whispers out, and you hear him call out for someone called William. and that he needs his gunpowder back. And after some persuading, Billy Bob turns up, and the gunpowder that I was going to use is handed over, and quickly Dimsard puts it next to the wall, just as a bit of extra kick. When you let your fireballs off, an explosion takes place that is more than large enough to fit 2 people through at one time. I will very badly, but I will still draw in a hole.
I don't know if this would work for you, but I can also cast Breath of Fire, which is basically... It's no big boom. I have no spells that go big boom, because as far as I know, there are no big boom spells in the Book of Magic.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit... Like, I was just expecting like a fireball or, you know, something.
Yeah, the fireball is like literally a ball of fire. The flaming sword is a sword made of fire. They're very literal with these things.
Yeah.
Both the Fireball and the Fiery Blasts are considered to be magic missiles. Oh.
So,
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
at the wall. So, the explosion goes off. Chunks of rotted wood fly out, and they leave you a path to move forwards. You can all roll initiative. So essentially, your sprint, your charge forwards, was to get into the positions that you are now.
Before I actually blow out the wall, could I cast Etheric Armor myself?
Sure. You would have time in between, like, to prepare. So if you want weapons out that you want out, if you wanted to cast magic, remember that... So I should have asked. So to keep Barkspawn out and in the fight, you need to reduce your magic characteristic by 1 to sustain him for, and then he doesn't count as a spell that you have up.
I'm gonna keep him out of the combat for now, because
Sure.
I have to cast my big spells. I will need the 3 magic, so...
Sure. I will remove him from... he can sit there for now. Never mind. Has everyone rolled their initiative?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's see how well you're going to do. So, there are
Do
a
I have
lot
the
of
highest initiative?
there are a lot of skeletons that are in blue boxes and zombies in blue boxes. You are not to worry about these people. They are going to be handled by the smaller NPCs. You could easily kill them in 1 hit. They're no challenge for you. They're just there to fill out the map. So, Miss Wilhelma, you're up first.
Well, what do we have here? I need to remind myself how much movement I've got. Charge is only against a specific target, right?
Yeah. However, you can use 2 moves, because move is a half action. Or you can run.
That's true. I'm just going to... Can't see the
Keep in mind
camera.
there's going to be shit in the way.
I do realize that. I'm gonna then double move then. Double half move to here.
Okay. Mr. Azura. It is your turn. You reveal a lot more of the map, probably to about there. You can see all the way back to here. You can now see the cannon. Oh, actually, would you? Yeah, I'll say you can see around that wall. So yeah, you can see the cannon. You can see down here, which you would note, Azurith, as you scan down south, you don't see any movement. And I probably shouldn't have given you that much, but... And as you scan up north, you don't see too much, but you see a lot of old tents, a lot of run-down buildings, a lot of... Then you start seeing new barrels, and new... Like some of the buildings in front of you, which I'll actually reveal a bit more of, appear as if they've had a bit of work done to them recently. And it is Miss Gabrielle's turn.
Okay then. Now it's actually got it working properly. Give me a sec, I've got to do a bit. The movement I wanted to do has gone weird. There we go.
I have just had a mouthful of very, very cold tea, which is quite disgusting.
Cold
So-
tea's not that bad depending on the tea you've got. It's still heresy against tea, but it's not that bad.
I like iced tea, I like iced coffee, I like hot tea and hot coffee. I do not like room temperature of either. Who it is? Teddy Boy. Teddy Boy, who is looking a lot swankier now since he's had his upgrade. He's going to run to there. I'm going to have to zoom in a lot more. He's going to end up being annoying, never mind. Then it is... Oh, bloody hell, it's Bill. Didn't realise they were so close together. He's going to move to there. Let me just double check. Oh, no, wrong. I'm nearly 100% sure that was his movement. But for some reason I've got a feeling that I made... Oh no, I moved him 2 more. Oh well, fuck it, he can have the extra 2 movement. Right, bandits.
It's the prize round already?
Yeah, so you guys were in the woods. You needed to run forwards to the breach. Exactly how Duca did his round. You need to actually move to the breach, which is your surprise round. And then you've got through the breach into positions where a lot of you have got behind. So their first turn to act is now.
Okay.
Okay, seeing that you guys are all very much in the facility, he is moving away. A half move, that one. Oh, why didn't I do that? He moves away and does something that you can't technically see at the moment. The other bandit, who was in the perch, probably shat himself at hearing Damatis charge, moved forwards. He is going to load his bow and he is going to take a shot, I think. Because he can't exactly go anywhere. He's in a... Probably would be in a tower. When you're up there, it's a bit difficult to get back down.
You can always jump.
Yeah, it'd kill him.
Hey, that's what the agility roll's for. Or if you've got it, perform acrobatic.
It would kill him. So he wouldn't have had his... He might have had his bow in his hand, but he definitely didn't have an arrow ready. So he has to load an arrow. So that's a half action. And he can take a half action shot. Let me just check, because that's got to be short range. Where'd my range go? What? That is short range, but... Where's my... Ridiculous. So, he shoots at one of the Raven Guard, because why not shoot at someone in heavy armour? He takes... Is it a -10 when you've got a shield, or is it a -20?
I think it's a -20 to hit.
I'm checking.
I'm pretty sure it's a -20. So let's just go with that. And he misses, amazingly enough.
Haha!
An evil dude does something evil.
Who would have that? Who would have thunk?
It's -10 to ballistic skill.
-10? Okay.
Age
He still would have missed.
113.
So it is Remy's turn. Remy, who is surprisingly a little bit quicker than Damatus, which is actually very surprising considering they're the one and the same. I need to check because he has got... Why is his... He shouldn't have... No.
If it's
Reduce movement because he's got sturdy. So that is a run of 12. So she moves up, and Lysiara, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run up to here, and then I'm gonna go right behind Azureth here. And that's my full move because I ran there.
Shot. So it is... Why is it... He just shot. Oh, sorry. So, actually, I did a bandit too soon. One bandit moves. I'll just move him. The one who shot last time shouldn't have. But never mind. So, Damatus. He can move exactly the same distance as Remy. So that sorts him out nice and quick. Dimzard. Jesus Christ. Dimzard. Sure, Dimzard. Oh, for crying out loud. Come to the front, my friend. Come to the front. No, Dimzard. You got... Come to the front. There we go. So Dimzard stops there. And now the actual enemy's turn. So, let me make sure I'm moving these at the right time. He comes over here because of them shouting. Where's he gone? Righto. Actually, I don't need to do that. He full moves to there. As most of you can see him, you'd note these are not skeletons. Barkspawn made a mistake. These appear much... these things are much more like the creature that you fought back at the Temple of Mor, when the Necromancer attacked. Although you do hear the rattling of skeletons, so perhaps there are some about.
I do remember seeing them.
He turns around. Okay, Miss Wilhelma, we are back to you.
Well, since I still am not in range of anyone, I'm just going to run 9. Actually, make that 10. I've got. Did I move to the right tile?
I think so.
Into here. That
Jay,
is
can
my
you
four.
put push to talk on? Your typing's coming through quite loud.
Wait, do I? Wait. Right. Oh. I didn't realize that I didn't have push to talk on.
No worries.
My bad. That must have been from a Dreadnought stream because. Sorry. That's it.
It's actually your turn.
I see, Mr. Skellington.
Yes, they look very much like the tougher version of skeletons that you fought at the Temple of Mor.
Wait, what is my charge distance? That is.
What's your move?
My move is 5.
Have you got any encumbrance affecting that move?
I'm not at the moment, no.
Then
No, you should have a -1 for wearing... Oh no, you've only got one piece of heavy armour, so you don't get affected.
No, I think I've got a helmet too, so it's technically 2 pieces, but...
I was also going to say that based on the rules we're using, it's the weight
Yeah, it's the weight thing, so that means that I'm...
of the armor. And
No,
charge is
so
10.
if you wear...
just our charge is 10, I can't
If you
charge
wear
it.
heavy armour, you take a -1 to your movement. Once you get sturdy, the sturdy talent, you no longer take -1 and
Yes.
you ignore the armour that you wear. I know I've given you the
We agreed upon
For
the
your-
encumbrance rule, meaning that rule is no longer in effect, but I can't reach it anyways, so I'm going to do because the charge is essentially the same as 2 full moves, so I'm just going to do 2 full moves that way.
Sure. Miss
2 half moves, I mean, sorry.
Gabrielle.
okay then. So no one's in melee combat with the skeleton, right?
No.
I got a straight line to shoot it with a bow, right? Like, I'm not taking any penalties for having to shoot round my friends.
No, you don't take any penalties for... I mean, I'd say if you miss by 1, you hit Azurath, like in Dark Heresy. Because that makes sense, but I wouldn't
Is
give
no one
you a
shoot-
negative for it.
I'm going to aim and shoot then. Because I can ready a bow and aim and shoot, or have my bow already ready either way.
Oh, sorry, there should be a -10 because he has got a shield in his hand, but you missed anyway. Unless you would like to fortune.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
So, Mr. Ted. Yes, it is Ted.
And I'm sorry if I come to really short, but my Discord suddenly started crapping out. It's doing sentence skips again.
It's weird.
Ted runs to there. Ben. I'm going to give him an extra 1, so he's not stood inside Lysiara. Or Can he go? Actually, he could probably have gone there. No. Fine, he can go there. Other bandit. Oh, sorry, Azurif. You have revealed more of the map. So basically, I will give you the whole of the courtyard. I feel as if I didn't move some men. Oh, of course, I didn't move the NPCs. Like the Raven Guard and most of the Bloody Hand.
Rain.
Bloody Rain, sorry. Thank you, Jazina. Are actually NPCs. They're full on. I'm not bothering with their combat. They are just there to, if you need their help because you've got bad dice rolls, fine, they'll help. If not, they're just there to look pretty. But you've got Damatus and Remy, so that's pretty good. So the bandit who stepped back, he is going to fire his bow at Azurif, I think. I think that sounds about right. You have a shield, so that's a -10. He can half aim. He misses just as a arrow goes whistling by Azurif. I did use the right one. Yes, I did. Now you are the one. Hang on. Did I accidentally not roll? No, there he is. Okay, no, that's fine. The other guard, the other bandit rather, spent his turn doing something else. He moves to there, and I don't think you're in range. No, you're a long way out of range. He will... Fuck it, he'll move another 4. He'll move next to the skeleton. The big bad. So, the big bad is... He's going to wait. He doesn't see why he needs to get involved with pitiful mortals. Remy, be our marker for us, will you? Remy gets to there. Miss Lysiara, it is your turn.
Okay. I can see 2 skeletons, and that's it, right?
You can see 2 skeletons and part of a bandit.
Okay, I'm gonna first channel. Yay. I'm gonna cast.
Who are you
I'm not gonna
firing
go.
at?
I'm gonna cast 2 fireballs on 2 of the skeletons I can see. 2 on one and the other one on the other one.
Okay, so we're going the closest gets 2 and the one behind him gets 1. Cool.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. That's good and bad. Because that means I have to roll something.
Joy.
You'd have had Conflagration at Doom with that level.
Okay, I'm just gonna check the book what I got.
Sure, you do that whilst I work out. So your first hit doesn't do anything. Let me double check, because they do have chainmail. So, oh yeah, I forgot, it adds it all up for you. So actually, your first hit does something. It does a little bit. Your second hit does a lot more. Okay, so your first hit, you see it's not that effective. You've got dark magic, you've got knowledge of darkness and evil things. You know that it's a wight, a bigger, badder version of a skeleton. Yeah, it's a wight. Your first hit is pretty ineffective, doesn't really do anything. But your second two, you can see that the bone is scorched on both targets. You would note that both of those hits actually seem to hurt the skeletons. The guard, who is now firing at the men running right past him, he is going to fire at... Why not? Let's have him fire at Remy. That sounds like a good idea. Although, see, if you guys had gone in with Damatus, I was going to have Dimitus basically kill that guard straight away with his rifle. Now he's had to run in. He gets a plus... No, hang on. He's had to reload. Oh, he does have the talent for that. Okay. So he gets a plus 10 overall. Oh, actually. Oh.
Either way, it hits.
He hit her in the head. Unlucky, Remy. Luckily, she is in full plate, so that does nothing. That does absolutely...
It underdid its damage. Oh, it's got a damage of 3.
As... What?
It's
Oh,
3
God,
plus 1d10.
God damn it. Why did that... Huh. I thought
So
it just got rid of my range. It got rid of my damage input as well. Okay, so plus 3 to that, 11. In full plate, I still don't think that does all that much. So that does include... Let me just double check that does include. So that's 5 armor plus her 3 toughness. So that's 8. Oh no, it does do 3 damage to her. A piddling little 3. Oh, hang on. Sorry, no, I looked at the wrong sheet then. Oh, go away. There we go. Sorry, what? So she's got 4 toughness along with 5 armor. She doesn't have the... So she's got 9 soak. Let me double check. No, she's got a talent that gives her plus 10 resistance, like Damatus. So she takes 1 damage. She takes 1 damage. Okay. So Damatus, seeing this, is not best pleased, but he doesn't have a ranged weapon, does he? Hang on, did I give him an enchanted item by any chance? I know he's got runic armor, but does he have any... No. No, he's just got a lucky charm. No. So he moves forwards. I need to change his sheet at one point. Dimitus. Could Dimitus shoot from there? He might be. No, he could. There's a chance he could hit Wilhelma. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't. Oh, he could shoot. You are quite right. He could shoot that one. What's that? 29. What's his gun got? Come to me. Dimitus. Your firearm has got 24 to 48. He doesn't want to shoot negative, so he will have to move forwards. He's going to run to there with his little dwarfy legs. So, we've got a group of the blood... I didn't move the rest of the bloody rain. Come here, guys. Forwards. Oh, you're going through the... going through the buildings a bit. Oh, Now you're in Damatus. He's not going to like that. Let's go there. That works. That works all right. So yes, the skeletons. This one is going to move forwards to intercept Damatus and Remy. May whatever god... Well... May the undead... I don't know. It's fucked. It's going up against 2 very hard NPCs. So, yeah. This one is going to charge Azurath. It's still smoky a little bit. It's still got a bit of smoke from your ally hitting it. Weapon is... Yep, that's right. Azurath, would you like to parry?
Yep. Well, let's see them try.
You're not going to feint it? Fortunate?
Not gonna fortunate, no.
Okay.
That's to where?
The left arm.
Left arm. Okay. Alright. That hurt quite a bit.
This one is going to move and assist at the other side. That one's going to pass its turn because it can't fit in there. That one is... going to come over there. And this one... I'm sorry, but it's going to move to there and join combat with its ally. I believe I said that the undead don't get like a gang up bonus because they are just their corpses, they're reanimated, their whites are more powerful, but they're still undead, they're not. So they don't get the ganging up, and he just does a basic attack. And he misses. Miss Wilhelma.
Would I be able to charge that skeleton?
Yes,
Oh,
I will.
point.
I will allow it. Yeah, because it's only in one. Basically, it's only touching Azurath by 1 square, so you're only touching it by 1 square. I think that's perfectly allowed.
And I am going to charge, which is plus 10.
Okay.
He's
it is
got
going
minus 10 to evade that,
Okay.
which is fast.
Good stuff. I will... Oh, that's up. Okay. So a minus 10. It fails. Roll damage, please.
Meh.
You strike it in the arm that... Hang on a minute. God damn you, did you not save? I bet it's because I didn't press return. Yeah. So you strike at the singed bone that your ally hit, where your ally hit earlier, and you strike it. It doesn't seem to give as much as you would have liked, but it takes some damage. Mr. Azurif, you are up. Remember, you are, once you get to 3 HP, you count as badly wounded or heavily wounded.
I know.
Health potions do not do their full amount on heavily wounded.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to smash the top white.
Sure.
I'm gonna fortunate. Damn it.
Do I aim a multi-attack?
Yeah,
I did not aim, so that was the first one, but I'm gonna do another one.
so
So
I
that
will
was just the
allow it,
first-
but you do need to declare that you're doing a multi-attack.
Oh yeah, I know. Otherwise, I would have said that aim. But sure.
No, it's fine. Do your second attack, and you hit.
Okay, that's the second one.
You're attacking the top one. Unfortunately, that one still has its parry, so it is going to attempt to parry, but it fails. So please roll damage.
So that's 10 damage.
You do a whopping 10 to it. It's... And what is its overall? It is... Actually, that's close. No, it's barely holding on. It is just clinging on somehow.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Duka.
Oh, Duke's back.
I
Yeah.
made it
Duca made
just
it.
on time. Hello,
Oh,
guys.
Days.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah,
I will
Henry, you
reveal...
fish.
If you want, you can come into the game. Billy Bob, I gave him a secretive mission. He has been doing it, as far as I know. So, if you'd like to roll initiative whenever you'd like, and put
Hold on, I'm gonna death on myself for a minute.
Mr.
Be right
Billy
back.
Bob. Actually, do you know what? Considering you're here now, you can put Billy Bob anywhere on the map you want. He has been stealthing. Don't put him anywhere near enemies, like in charge range, but wherever you'd like.
And for it turns out Billy Bob's right by the bad guy's booze stash. All the guys' booze, Billy Bob's stealing it right now.
Oh God, what happened here?
It's possible. It's very much possible. This was a bandit camp that was raiding caravans for quite some time.
I just show up shit-faced. What up, guys?
Your team is to the left of the screen. The Bloody Rain and the guys in full plate are to the right. And the enemy is spattered in the middle and north and south. Miss Gabrielle, it is your turn.
Okay then. I'm gonna swap to Silver Stiletto, and then I'm gonna run.
That's a lot of bandits.
Sure,
And I could swap to my Stiletto because it's a free action
sure.
for me specifically.
Ted is going to panic. He's going to panic. He's going to panic. He's going to run, which I believe was 12.
If he's basic Hume without fleet-footed, yes.
Oh, that would take him too long. He can't do that. If he does that, his boss will be very much dead before then. Or one of his bosses. He's going to come into here. and just wait until either he can push forwards or people disengage and make up a different line. Mr. Oh, it's Mr. Ted. Mr. Ted, can you do... Oh, they're in combat. You're not... he's round the corner. God damn it. Come on, Ted. Move.
Yeah, it's the same situation with me. So it's why I got my flying dagger of awesomeness.
It is the guards' turn. Not the guards. Bloody guards. Bandits. Seeing that his men are pretty much holding the line, actually, he's going... Well, they both ran, so that's a -20. He's got a shield. He doesn't have a shield. He's going to put his bow away and pull out and ready another weapon, I think. Because if they break through, he's not going to want his bow. Okay, cool. The other one over this side, they're still not close enough, really. He could move forwards. Would he move forwards? He's a bandit who's had his camp taken over by undead. You're going to find out some nasty shit later, so he's going to move forwards behind the white. Would he? Yeah, okay, he's got enough balls to step behind the white. The big bad. He is going to move. Azurif, as you're fighting with the white, your ally, Wilhelma, by your side, the other white fighting her, you see the big bad move in. That's no necromancer. That's Eric. He looks at you with his pale skin and blue eyes, and he smiles as he sees that his minions have caused you pain. He just watches for now. And it's Remy's turn, and she's pissed. She got shot in the head. Might not have done much. Why am I doing that? But she still got shot in the head. She's going to double move to there. Miss Lysiara, it is your turn.
Cool. Zuruf got hit bad, so I'm not gonna move and then cast. I'm just gonna channel and attack again.
Sure.
Come on, buddy. I'm gonna focus them all on which one looks like it's last hurt.
I can tell you now that they both look as if they've taken damage. The one that Azurif is fighting, it almost looks like it's clinging on. It doesn't look like it would need a massive amount.
So it's gonna be one here and two here.
Sure. I can tell you now that you've been very lucky with those 13s. Azurif, as you're attacking the white in front of you, a fireball strikes it in the arm as it raises its weapon up to attack. The resulting fire just knocks its head off, and it is very much dead. The other one, I believe, that gets through... And then, yep, the other one also dies as two fireballs strike it left and right shoulders, just taking its arms off, and it just kind of crumples to the floor in just a shatter of bones. The guard. Why do I keep calling them guards? The bandit, actually. I should also reveal everything now, because melee has been joined pretty much everywhere. So you can hear the Raven Guard and the rest of the Bloody Rain fighting in separate areas, in separate regions. Billy Bob, everyone in the blue squares is a non-combative. They're just there for scenery reasons.
Okay.
They exist so that we don't go stand there when there's nothing going on.
It just makes the board look like it's more busy. Whereas I don't want to have 1 million zombies attack you as the challenge. I'd rather have like 6, 7 tough dudes.
Learning from my mistakes.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I've done it before with the orcs, remember, in the Rogue Trader. Where do you come in? You come in at the top of the round. So can I just manually move you? Ooh, I can. I nearly deleted you, but I can manually move you.
Thankfully, I killed both of the
There we go.
white zone.
I remember there was one other time you learned it because you were effectively playing against yourself. The
Yeah.
turns were that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like those ones where it's just you're like, what? Why did I put so many there? Why did I do this?
I was
to
gonna
myself?
have them spawn so many at a time, but then I just spawned too many. I was like, oh shit.
Actually, do you know what? I have a statistic for the mercenary. So the mercenary is going to join for this one turn because none of these guys have ranged weapons who I was going to control. So let me just click on the mercenary crossbowman, the one that I added all those episodes ago because someone wanted to send a message. No, Billy Bob just hired a hireling for shits and giggles, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for shits and giggles.
Maybe.
Then he used it to send a message. Because he sent the message off into the mood.
Yes, he
Maybe.
did. He did indeed. And you were told that political affairs were afoot.
It turns out it's actually Billy Bob's really a vampire.
He missed. So, would Remy get shot again?
No comment.
Sure.
Yeah, there's no one denies it.
Let's shoot Remy again because this guy has balls of iron. For anyone listening, basically Remy is Remy from Black Lagoon, a hard ass bitch who takes no nonsense for anyone and gives out as good as she. Oh, you missed. Beautiful.
That explains a lot.
I was going to use her token, but then I was like, no, I really shouldn't. Let's just make her sound like that.
Also, I'm still waiting for the day when Duca makes a character that is basically every single I am a child, I think I'm a demon rolled into one. Well, I'm just expecting to have a thing where it's like the Dark Heresy, the guy comes in thinks he's a demon. He's in the Inquisition just because he thinks he's a demon.
So, Mr. White, he charges. He charges Remy. Don't know why I've got this thing against Remy at the moment, but I just feel that the enemy would go for the strong target, but not the insanely strong target, which is.
They'd go for the target that doesn't make bricks shit bricks. Because Damatus is nearly an angry carpenter in terms of intimidation.
Well, he's basically Guts from Berserk. That's how he was meant to be anyway. And he hits, but does he? Remy, you have a Morning Star and a shield. Fortunately, the shield will work nicely here. No, it won't. She's going to use a fortune point to re-roll that. Good use of a point. The other one is going to attack Damatus.
Damatus parried?
Damatus can parry.
Oh no, I was looking at the thing when he.
Oh yeah, no, they're the same sheet. They're both.
Okay.
They've got different weapons. All of Damatus's gear is heavily runic enchanted, whereas Remy's gear is just really good gear. It doesn't have any rune stuff on it. So this is damages. Yes. And wow, so one of them hits. Well, I said everyone can parry, but yeah, okay, he can. I said everyone can parry, and I didn't. Lysiara, did I give you any negatives to parrying with a dagger? I don't think I did I?
I don't remember.
I don't
but
think there was.
I think it's
Because
against the
check.
spiders. So yeah,
I'll check.
I won't give him a negative. Actually, it's no, I won't give him a negative to parrying. He just moves his great sword in front of him, and it just ding straight into the side of it. I like everyone to have a chance to be like, I don't want to die. I'd really like to parry.
It's a bit of a shame that it's like tons of classes are either dodge blow or parry, or like the parrying types of weapons. But if you've not been building yourself to be able to parry, you can't, because you got to take parrying stance, which uses your entire damn turn.
Damn it! Why have Azurif? I completely forgot your name for a moment. Was like a white charges you, charging over the crispy bones of his ally. Would you like to parry? Mr. J?
Yes, I shall parry.
And you beautifully parry the disgusting white's blade away. The other one, well, you're definitely out of charge range. I know that much. So it's just going to move forwards. Come here. Just go to there. I know that's not your full move, but that's... Ooh, accidentally did his turn a bit quick. Mr. Billy Bob, you are up. If you'd like, you can reposition yourself, because from that position you can't do much. I'll tell you that the building here, let me get my ruler out here, I was going to let I was going to let Ted squeeze through there. So if you want, you can come out of there and start shooting or start doing whatever you want, as another way to get round. That's entirely up to you.
Okay. So would I be able to start here, or?
Sure, I'll tell you what, roll me a stealth check. If you do really well on it, you can start there. If you do a bit worse, then you'll have to start further out of that little triangle bit.
God, I'm still not used to these sheets. I should be by now.
It's only been 20 sessions.
Where's stealth?
Stealth is under basic skills. It's 3/4 of the way down. Almost.
Oh,
at
it's
the bottom.
concealment.
Yeah, it's concealment or silent move. Because just like Rogue Trader, this one has it in 2 different skills.
Sure, I'll say that that's high enough degrees of success to get into there. Because there was only one living dude in that area. The rest of them were like undead minions. So sure, you can start your turn from right there.
Okay then, I think... I think I'll just come out there and just shoot.
Now, how far did you move?
Yeah, I think that would be a full move. Because your
Wait,
half move
One
is
sec, let
only
me
up
zoom in.
here.
I don't know why I'm so blind today.
So that's 4. Yeah, I'd say you could get there using a full move, but you wouldn't be able to shoot as well.
I'll just go there then.
Sure, so half move and shoot. Do you know what? All 3 of them have shields, but you're behind 2 of them. So if you shoot either the skeleton or the bandit, so yeah, that one,
Whoever's closest.
it'd be the skeleton.
But you don't get a bonus because he's so close, or is that a negative?
No,
No.
that's only in Dark Heresy,
Oh.
sadly. But you do hit, and he can't dodge, so roll damage, please.
That's the big perk about the Warhammer Fantasy. You can't dodge ranged attacks.
And with a whopping 10, you fire in and you strike it dead in the spine. You see bone flakes fly off, and you see cracks appear along the spinal column. But it stays up, and it now knows that you're there. It's Wilhelm.
Indeed, have music. Can I charge this guy without getting opportunity by the other guy?
Sure. He's in combat with, and he's a skeleton. They're not humans, maybe different, but skeleton, that's fine.
And now Billy Bob has to pick somebody else to shoot.
I'm gonna fortune that.
I like how you rolled the reverse of your target.
No, still a miss.
Still a miss, but not in the critical range. It wouldn't have been anyway. Azuraf, you are up.
Smash. Twice.
Sure. It will attempt to parry your first attack, but it can't parry your second. It doesn't anyway. But sadly, as it swings up with its shield to attempt to parry, it
13
leaves itself wide open, and your first attack crashes into it. You do over half its health in one hit. Take away.
Gotta love 13 damage.
Yes, I believe it's half its.
Because impact is tearing.
Yep. So, Miss Gabrielle, you are up.
I gotta think some things through because I think I'm gonna be shanking the bitch. Because unfortunately, sprinting through to go start a fight's not the best idea I've got. Because I can't throw through walls. And I can't charge there either, so I guess I just got a full move to here. That's my turn,
Sure.
actually. And I guess I ready my shield.
Sure. Ted, seeing everything that's going on, sees an opportunity to get in and help. Okay, he's going to charge into there and try and help Azuraf get rid of this one here. And he misses. Hang on a minute. God damn it. Bill, why were you there? Sorry, I need to re-roll that because, hang on, what is Ted's chance to hit? No, Ted's actually got a much higher chance to hit. Oh, hang on. Would that have hit? Is the question. No, it wouldn't, so he's not rolling. So, now it's Bill's turn. Bill is going to shoot the bandit who he's just seen has drawn a pistol. So he's going to take a shot at him. He still hasn't got any decent archery skills, so he only gets a +10. And hits him in the head.
Hey, it's the thing. More important thing is he's getting the silver arrows bloody.
Bill,
Vampire bait.
what a gorgeous thing you've just done. And how much damage do you do? You do 11 to the head. Well, damn, Bill. I was actually not to be honest with you, I expected Bill and Ted to die in this fight.
I'm pretty sure they're better at combat than I am.
That's debatable.
Not on like a pure stats wise, but it's like when it comes to actually the sheer utility of what they can do, they're a bit better. Because they stick to their role and then don't swap. Whereas I'm like, okay, I need to do range now. Get out my ranged weapon. Okay, I need to do this now. Get out my other weapon. Soon I will be a spellcaster.
I have worked out how much he takes. I should have really house ruled a rule that headshots do more, but then I'd scare myself whenever I gave you guys a headshot. It'd be quite terrifying. So this dude knows that Billy Bob is behind him because the skeleton just got shot. Sorry, Billy Bob. He points a pistol at you and fires. Where is your... There it is. Fortunately, Billy Bob, as your arrow is released, you see the bandit turn round with his pistol. He fires and there's a colossal bang and poof of black smoke that covers you. And you think, shit, was I hit? Was I... But you seem to be fine. The bandit is quite pissed off that you're still stood there once the smoke has cleared.
Duke of Cliffnote, guy tried to shoot you, guy failed. Because you only just got back.
The bandit on this side is also going to take a shot. He's going to shoot at Damatus, I think, because Damatus doesn't have a shield. So it's only -20 for shooting into combat. Plus an aim means -10.
It explodes!
So, there's a additional set of rules for misfires in the old world armory. I quite like this, actually. I copied it down. I quite like this. So let's see, with a 38 with the folder, what happens to our friend on a 38 advanced misfires. Oh, okay. So, as this bandit raises his pistol, he fires. The flintlock goes down. There's this as the bandit holds the pistol, shaking a bit as Damatus laughs at his face. It doesn't go off.
In before the guy tries to reload.
Oh, he has to spend 2 turns reloading it, because he has to get everything out before he can... Oh yes, it's basically made his weapon useless. The big bad. Seeing... How well are we doing? You did take out 2 of his minions. He's pretty pissed at that. He's pretty pissed at that. There is a halfling there. I think Eric is going to... Well, but... he's quite He's going to do a willpower test. He's quite enjoying watching the person he was talking to, the person that he had fooled into believing that he was this good, noble, person of nobility. He's going to have a willpower test to see. If he fails, he'll carry on watching. If he succeeds, he'll... No, he's going to happily sit back and watch Azurath struggle and die. Actually, his men is... yeah, fuck it, he's a bit of a sadist and a madman. Remy's up. Remy, where's your Morning Star? Bop him. Bop him in the head. Warbands, Damatus. Morning Star. The Morning Star hits the white. Oh no, I've gone and let myself open up too many sheets. I didn't even have the fucking whites open. I'm definitely going to have to use the NPC tag next time I make a game. Who am I bringing up now? White.
NPC tag.
Yeah, the tag you showed that lets you do NPCs.
Oh, the one on the Dark Heresy sheet.
Yeah, I think there's one on this. I think, or there's an option that you click it to. What was it? Needs to try and parry weapon. Parry. Submit. It does indeed parry. Shit, did she have multiple attacks? Ah, she did. God damn it. Okay. Miss Lyciara, you're up.
I'm gonna move up to right here. And I'm gonna concentrate.
Sure.
Channeling. And that's unfortunately all I can do right now.
Okay. So, Mr. Guard, who's up there. Because I guess this is what I'm doing now. I'll open up the mercenary sheet. Let him have a shot first, and then he can shoot at Remy. Human mercenary crossbowman. Technically, he should... He's a mercenary crossbowman. He's skilled enough that he can reload a crossbowman in one turn. Fuck it. As a free action. Otherwise, no one's going to fire at him. Well, you're fucking useless. So, Remy isn't going to get shot this time. Because they're in combat. But I believe with a bow... Let me check this first. Oh, hang on, that's 46. Oh, hell no, he's not going to fire that far. Oh, actually, he would get a negative 20 plus 20. Do you know what? He is going to take a shot. He's going to fire at Billy Bob. He's going to aim with marksman, gives him a plus 20, minus 20 for the range, so a flat roll. And he gets a right leg. Billy Bob, you've just been shot in the right leg. For 5 damage. You hang on a minute. No, that he really did just roll a 2 and does it even puncture your armor?
It does actually.
Oh, it punched your armor and your toughness.
Maybe because I don't have any.
Wait, you don't have any armor? We've got shit tons of it in the car.
I've got chicken and that's it. I just realised.
We've got full leather. Wait, next time you're in the car, you need to pick up some of the full leather armor. We have so much of it.
It's been a long time since I've been hit.
I was going to say, if you click on your armor tab, it will tell you all your soak in all your different places. It adds your toughness and armor on.
I have 1. A total... Wait, what?
What's your toughness bonus if it's all saying 1?
My toughness is 2.
So you take 2 damage.
I take 3 damage though, because it says 2 though.
3.
Armor.
You
Yeah,
must
yeah.
have leather armor on. Have you clicked the button that says worn leather armor?
Just check your actual inventory and see if you've got the full leather armor in there.
I would imagine you have full leather armor because you've had the ability to have full leather for about, I don't know, 14 episodes now.
Yeah, it's been that long. We've just got so much of it.
You really do. You have so
how
much.
How much armor is leather then?
One.
It's one everywhere.
Okay, so that'd be
Just like writing
2
all the
damage a
slots
tick
full.
then, yeah.
Just remember to write in all the slots full leather armor instead of, unless you want to put in each individual piece's name. But I'll drop a piece out of the cart for you.
Thank you.
So, Damatus finally gets to attack. He is not going to aim. He's going to do 2 attacks with his greatsword. Does he have any talents? No, he doesn't. But he can just... He's going to fortune the second hit. Oh well. So, he hits. He ignores all armor. Except from toughness. And
Did he?
he rolls 15 damage. What's up, Lysiara?
No, sorry.
I believe the whites have 4 toughness and 2 armor points. Yes, I'm right. Cool.
And if they try parry, plus 10.
Oh, why didn't I parry when I had the sheet open? Thank you for reminding me. Parry. They would definitely attempt to parry. And he failed. Good. So he takes 11 points of damage to the right arm. Okay, now Dimitus. He's going to shoot the guard who just shot Billy Bob. Now then, a dwarven engineer. Sadly, I didn't actually do a dwarven engineer. I'm just using Hagrid's sheet because, amazingly, a runic. Shit, where's Hagrid? Oh, he's shopping PCs. A dwarven smith and a dwarven engineer have a lot in common. So, he uses his marksman ability to get plus 20 when he aims for the bandit. He hits him in the body. Actually, there should have been a minus. Oh, no, he hasn't got his shield out. He's using a pistol, and he was using his bow. So that's fine. Then, damage. He does 9 damage. Did I just... No, I had it open. Did I close it? God damn you. I keep telling myself I'm not gonna have this many NPC sheets open again every time. I'm always like, no, I'm going to have just bandits, just 2 types of enemy, not fucking a million. Right, it's the whites' turn, and I just closed their sheets. Fucking God.
It's kind of like your initiative. It's like, you always tell yourself, next time, I'll make the initiative easier, do them in groups. Next time.
See, I quite like having everyone done separately, so that I don't miss anyone out. But it takes a lot more fanning about, admittedly. Oh, good, they're all missing. This is excellent. It means I don't have to go into anyone's sheet to parry. So Azurif, this one is on you. It misses. Miss Wilhelma, this one is against you.
Okay.
Oh, well, it misses. Bloody hell. Fucking stream of misses after Disman, which is quite handy. Billy Bob, you are up. You've just been shot from a dude in the tower to your... in the right-hand corner. You've also just been shot at by a dude in front of you.
Ah. Let's go for the guy in front of me. He's more of a threat. Actually, which one hit me?
The guy over in the tower, but the guy who fired at you, who's right next to you, he fired a black powder pistol.
Oh, okay. I'll shoot the guy in the tower either way.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you're shooting at insane range.
You would know you're taking a -20 because you're shooting at extreme range.
Never mind then.
It's a 44. It's 44 meters.
He's on the edge of his long range.
47, 48, give or take, shooting from Billy Bob's position.
Never mind then.
So you hit the other dude in the body. Please roll me damage.
Hot diggity damn.
With a 13. With sadly, I will point out, sadly, no Ulrich's fury. But you're angry as you see this large hole in the building next to your head, and feeling the anger fly through you, you shoot him, and he just falls to the ground in a heap, with an arrow stuck in about the position you think his heart would be. I will put a cross over him. Where's the cross? There it is. Because you may want to loot him in the future at one point. Actually, no, he has to stay there. So, Miss Gabrielle... no, Miss Wilhelma, sorry. You're up.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep stabbing the skeleton.
Sure, go ahead. You stab away. In the right arm. He is going to attempt to parry. My
Minus
luck will
10.
probably... sadly,
Did you include -10?
Oh, I didn't actually. I did not. So that does, in fact, miss. Please roll damage.
Mediocre.
But sadly, you strike it and it dings off of the armour. Mr. Azurif, you are up. You now get a +10 for ganging up.
Okay, then add +10 to the rolls. That will make.
What are you doing?
It will attempt to parry. It fails.
12 damage.
Okay, so Azurif. I would let you drop the hammer, but I'm afraid I need to add a little bit of sadness to it. As you strike into the skeleton, you smash it into its head through the armoured helm. And as you go to bring your axe back for a second strike, your hand just slips off of your axe. It's still in the skeleton's head. It will take a half action to rip it out of its head, but it is right next to you.
Yeah, hit that harder than I thought. Okay.
You certainly did hit it quite hard. Let's put that on there. Miss Gabrielle, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go and... Can I charge to here to attack this guy?
Yes, as long as... Hang on. As long as you've got... You're in contact with his...
I'm only touching corners.
I believe we said before that corners were fine. Just as long as you guys realise that that happens to you as well.
If either way, it's not like I'm gonna be able to do much to him. Let's try and shank him. Go, magic dagger! Charge the +10. +10 for ganging up.
Yep.
You failed me! I failed.
Sure.
Or fortune, rather.
To the head. It's already used up its parry against Miss Wilhelm's attack, so please roll damage.
That's about right.
Where's your strength bonus?
It has my strength bonus.
What's your strength?
The dagger has a -3.
Oh,
For
yes,
stabbing.
of course. Yes. Sorry, I
'Cause it's a
completely forgot
dagger.
about that.
It's why theoretically, if I was using my shield, I would have actually done 1 more damage. I'm the only character whose main method of attacking is worse than their shield.
So, Mr. Bill is going to...
Hello?
So,
Hello.
Mr. Bill... No, Mr. Ted moves up to take on the big bad with a full move.
No, he's gonna die!
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
I will stab the big bad with my silver weaponry.
Actually, is he within... I would say he's within range. So, Ted. Where are you, Ted? Please come here, Ted. I would like to roll something on your character sheet. Ted.
Is he gonna be terrified?
Sadly, he doesn't. He's not terrifying. He is fear-causing.
Oh god, he's worse.
Oh no. No, sorry. He's terrifying, not fear-causing.
Oh thank god.
Yeah, no. He's the one that makes you stand still and jabber and just like whimper and cry.
Isn't that fear? Terrify's like, run the fuck away.
Hang on. Let me double check. Let me double check. What have you got? What have you got? Frightening. So that's one where you run away, I think. Well, I know it needs a willpower check, so let's see if Ted even... He succeeds. He stands there, and braves up, and looks at the big bad in the face, and gives him a little...
Yeah, if you're frightened, you're stuck, can't do shit until you pass. With terror, you run away and get insanity.
Yeah, no. So this is frightening. So now, Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill, come here, dear comrade. Come here.
Bill.
I can't shoot him. Okay, fine. Bill's going to move. I'm not going to measure it because he's basically standing here, so he can shoot it. Dimson, stay there. He wants to be able to shoot the big bad because there's no one else really to shoot. Did I miss Remy? No, I think they parried, didn't he? Yeah. So he moves to there. He's dead. I can actually take him off the tracker. He is the one who is there. Did he fire last time? He did, and it fucked up. Okay. Okay. What would he do? He's just had his weapon fuck up. His line's still holding. He's going to attempt to sort his weapon out. So that's 2 turns. Hang on. I think it's longer than that. I'll check his reload speed next turn.
Or is it pistol?
Yes, it is a pistol. It is a pistol, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Well, assuming it didn't do the one where if he starts reloading it shoots him, it's 2 full actions. And then with the talents for rapid reloading, if he's got both of them, it drops to 1 action.
Okay. No, he that's what Disman has, but he has like the engineering one and everything.
Yeah, based on how much the guy fucked up, he might just shoot himself.
It's possible. It's possible. Gun safety isn't really a big thing in bandits.
Because of 31 to 40s, if you reload it, you shoot yourself.
I will
Okay.
have to be going soon-ish in like 5 minutes.
Very, very well. We can't get to the end of the round, sadly. So what we'll do is we
I
will
can
end
stay
it
up
off.
until. Look, I can stay up until the end of the round. That's no problem.
The end of the round is quite a few turns.
Yeah, it's a lot of characters away.
And there's
Right.
a lot of, not as many fell as quickly as I'd hoped. So we will end it off as the big bad. Well, a hint for next time. The big bad turns and looks at his fallen foes, and Azurath, although in pain, is not down. He's had enough as a peasant, a mere peasant, dressed in Garb's clothes, attempts to challenge him. Will Ted survive next time?
He has to. We will burn fate if we have to.
Of course, Vampire doesn't realise that the moment he moves forwards, he is bait for a flying silver stiletto.
Mm-hmm.
Join us next time to find out if the group will win, what is happening, and where did all the rest of the skeletons go. I hope you join us then.
And more importantly, what loot there's still left in the camp.
I hope to see you then. So take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.
If the
Yeah.
fucker doesn't turn to dust and claiming his head.